Chapter 3, Production and Employment. First, keywords. GDP, Gross Domestic Product, the monetary value of all the finished goods and services produced within a country's borders in a specific time period. Though GDP is usually calculated on an annual basis, it includes all public and private consumption, government outlays, investments, and exports, less imports that occur within a defined territory. Final goods, a good or service that is consumed by the end user and does not require further processing. Employment shifts, change of employment from one sector to another. For example, primary sector to industrial sector, then to service sector. Organized sector. Organized sector is normally governed by government and it has some set of rules and regulations. Unorganized sector. It is the sector is largely out of control of government without any rules and regulations. Sectorial goods. Goods belonging to different sectors like food, clothing, beverages, automobiles, etc. Financial year. A period of 12 months from April to next year's March is known as financial year. Occupation. Different activities in which people are engaged to earn their livelihood. Primary sector means agriculture and related activities such as farming, fishing, forestry, mining. Secondary sector, manufacturing processes and other industries. Service sector, those activities that don't directly produce a good but provide a service that are required in production. Unpaid work, work done at home like cooking, cleaning, organizing, bringing up children, which do not allow any transaction. Employment, individuals are gainfully engaged in productive work. Unemployment, those are not gainfully employed in any productive work. Underemployment, the state of each one is doing some work and no one is fully employed. Disguised employment, the situation of underemployment where people are apparently working but all of them are made to work less than their potential. Now, some important points to be remembered. Industry is a combination of firms and engaged in similar activity. Trade means the activity of buying and selling of finished goods in the market. The money is invested by the government in construction of roads, etc. The enterprises where the ownership of assets is in the hands of private individual are known as private sector. Organized sector covers those enterprises where the terms of employment are regular and they have assured work. Small and scattered units which are outside the control of government come under unorganized sector. Economic activities are broadly categorized into three: agriculture and related activities, second one manufacturing processes and other industries, third one service activities. The GDP of a country has close relationship with total number of working people in the country. Workers in agriculture are underemployed. In India, while there is a change in share of the three sectors in GDP, a similar shift has not taken place in employment. The good becomes final if it not used further in produced goods to be sold. The unpaid work is done mostly by women even today in India across the globe. 92% of workers in India are found in unorganized sector and only 8% find work in organized sector. Places of work of organized sector are registered by the government. The unorganized sector is characterized by small and scattered units which have remained largely outside the control of government. Nearly 80% of rural households in India are in small and marginal farmer category. During 2004 to 5, 92% of all workers contributed 50% of GDP, whereas only 8% people had decent employment and contributed 50% of GDP.